One of the things that dads get a bit wrong, I think, is this idea that the most important role for a dad is to bring up his sons. And we've spent a fair bit of time talking about fathers and sons and how boys learn like as an apprentice to their dads. But when it comes to girls, dads kind of think they're fun, but it's mum's responsibility. Or maybe they just don't know what to do. That's often the case. And so the girls are left wondering. But I guess the key thing is that dads are really important for daughters. We've got to get this right. And some months ago, I told a story of something that happened. I'm going to tell it again. It's such a moving and powerful story. It happened just down the road here. I went to get my hair cut and I was actually writing this book. And so I asked the hairdresser, who was in her 30s, if she wouldn't mind telling me what she thought about the importance of dads for daughters. And she said, funny you should mention that because I'm just thinking about it as I'm cutting your hair. She said, my dad was a fantastic dad to my brother. Oh, they used to do everything together and they still do. They're still good mates. She said, we had a racehorse and every 5 o'clock every morning he'd come and get my son out of, and off they'd go and train the racehorse. He never did anything with me. He never seemed to pay any attention to me. Thought his job was to bring up his son. And whilst it's great that they're close today, my dad and I aren't close and mum and dad are separated and once a month we have lunch together. But we actually run out of things to say pretty quickly because we've never had a relationship. And so I don't honestly look forward to those lunches. If he'd spent time with me, I'm sure I would have. Then she said, I tell you, this is so poignant. She said, I bet every morning at 5 o'clock when he came to get my brother to train the racehorse, he thought I was asleep. But I was not asleep, I was awake, waiting and hoping and listening, hoping that just once, he would ask me instead. Dad, he's a good bloke. He was a good bloke. He just didn't realise how important he was to his daughters. Now, the next 3 weeks, we're going to talk about dads and the 3 key areas in which dads are really powerful for their daughters. And if they don't understand it, their daughters will miss out.